Never, and I mean never, get a fresh Supercap bank and wire it into your system full charge. You must do this first. So here are some things that makes a Supercap bank install slightly different than a AGM install. So on an AGM, for reference, for example, when we pulled that one out, I tested the voltage on that thing, and it was, I think right out the box, it was like 12.6. And this one, well, I guess I never really checked it because it's supposed to be completely discharged and dead. So it would have been 0, right? Well, provided are these this little tester light, and all it does is slowly charge your Supercap bank. So here's what we did. So before this battery was hooked up, the powers were hooked up, of course we grounded it, which is no big deal, and then we used a tester light. Well, it's a little light, just low, I believe it's low amperage, little tester light that goes in between the power of your Supercap bank and then whatever positive source that you use. We just used the positive off of this thing after we charged it fresh out the box. We charged just to give it the fresh box charge, and then we just let this battery charge this battery super slow. And what it does is you just put this in between. So like before we hooked up this power wire to this battery that was coming from this battery, we just put this in between for about an hour or so. So Supercap banks should not be charged quickly. They should be charged nice and slow. And so that's what this low amp in between does, is the bulb will be bright as hell when you first hook it up. Bright as hell because it's getting its charge. And then after, the volts start going up on this thing up to its resting, I guess right now it's resting at, or whenever we pulled it off, it was resting at like 12 or 11 or 12 or 13, I forget, because it was all married together because it got charged off this one. So I wanted to make sure that they all were the same voltage before we even started the truck. That once they were equal voltage, then we hooked up the actual power wire correctly, giving this thing all the juice, the full amount of juice, the full copper highway. And then we installed the rest of the powers to actually kick the truck on. And then as soon as we did that, the old pretty light pops on, truck starts up like a freaking dream. So the install was actually rather easy, and you just have to charge your Supercap banks a little bit different than you would charge any AGM thing straight out of the box. But yeah, anyway, I hope that would answer any questions on what makes the Supercap bank install a little different than your regular AGM install. For under the hood or for any other application that you use. These are just the SB500s, group 65. I like using the 65 in this slot because when the hood goes down, I can put larger battery terminals and not have to worry about that. But these Supercap banks, the voltage, if you see right here, 12 to 16.2 is where they're home. Never, and I mean never, get a fresh Supercap bank and wire it into your system full charge. You must do this first. If you don't, you'll probably end up with a really bad situation, probably like a welding type of situation, and that's not what they're for. But the instructions, and there's some videos online too, and then here I am showing you, there's instructions that come in the box that will help guide you through this, but it's very simple. Once you've done it once, you're like, oh, that was pretty easy, and now you just know that's how you do Supercaps, super ultra mega ultra capacitor modules. And for those of you who don't know, you can get all excess power batteries off of downforsoundshop.com. Anything that Excess Power makes, you can get it there, including the Down for Sound batteries that are made in conjunction with Excess Power. Just got to use the coupon code Bangin' Bros every time you shop over at downforsoundshop.com, and you will get the best service, selection, shipping, everything on all your Excess Power products. Now, I ain't gonna lie, this one I couldn't do with one hand. So sorry, but go. Well, not bad. Not bad. Only if I could install as good as I can put on stickers. At least with two hands. Then we be working. There we go. Excess power, baby. If the first one don't get you, the second one shall. And one more thing. Judge the looks of the install. Go ahead, judge the looks. Because the only thing I care about is when that voltage drops and it rises, and having things safe to where I don't left stranded or left dead. Plus, have you seen the rest of this damn thing? But if you got a problem with what something looks like, go over here and paint this stupid thing for me. Go over here and paint this stupid thing. You really care what it looks like? Then come put some elbow grease into it yourself. If you ain't willing to put some elbow grease in, then if I needed lip, I'd jiggle my zipper.